Hi everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to set up a Google Blogger. I use Google Blogger in my classroom for the students to keep a weekly journal of their photography experiences. You can see I've created one for myself. And if you're familiar with any type of blogger, it's fairly simple of how to upload photographs, how to add whatever commentary you'd like, comment on photographs and posts, responding to others. But you can see in my Google site that I created, one of the tabs is the student blogs. And you can see when you go to this page, I have it so each student can see everyone in that class and the other classes. And you can customize them however you want in terms of the layout. This is one of my students who did some really cool stuff with the flip style here and the customized background. And you can see another student here use your typical layout for a blog, but again, you can customize it however you want. You can see her background and colors are completely different, and so that makes it even more fun. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to your apps and find the Blogger app, and when you click that, that will bring you to this exact page here. It would say under your name after you kind of get everything going there. And once you're on this new page for the new blog, you would want to create a new blog. And remember, this is the main part of creating a new blog. Whenever you go to add anything to your blog, you're not creating a new blog, you're creating a new comment, or a new post, I should say. So we're going to click New Blog, and the first thing you have to do is create a title, which is, the most simple of things. So we'll say Dave Mazer Photos, or Dave Mazer's Photography. And here comes the tricky part, is that the web address, sometimes it will match, sometimes it will say that it's unavailable. So you can see here it doesn't allow spaces, that it's invalid or not supported. Let's see if I take away the spaces here. And you don't have to add anything like .blogspot.com because it does it automatically for you. But once there's something valid, it will pop up showing you that this actually works. So when you click that, it's checking. I did it very quickly. It says that the address is available. If it wasn't, like I know that my other blog is David Mazer Photography.blogspot, and you can see when I click that, it says that it's not available. So it will let you know if it's available or not very quickly. So after you choose that, you can preview some of these simple templates very quickly, and don't rely on everything right here in terms of what it's going to be permanently, because you can go through and change everything about it. So I'll just choose this watermark one for fun and hit create blog. Okay, so I'm just going to say no thanks to that. So now you're in the main Blogger page where you can create a new post. You can see this general overview of use. Obviously, there's nothing right now because I haven't done anything. The posts will be where you'll see everything you've ever posted, and you'll see how you can easily edit something. Pages and comments, and all these great features to see how the use of this site is. The stats of people viewing it around the world is really cool. And again, this is nothing because I haven't done anything yet. If we look at my personal blogger, I can show you some more of this stuff, but we're still setting this up. The settings is where you can get into customizing it a little bit more. You can see there's some basic settings here, and there's a lot of exploration. The templates and the layouts, it's all here that you can see how you can change whatever you want on the layout. And I really don't want to get into all this because it's all about how far you want to go with editing this. But to create a post, we're just going to click New Post. And the title can be whatever it is. I have my students say Journal 1 for the first journal and Journal 10 for the 10th journal. And I'll just say, Hello World. And here I can just, introduce myself. I'll just say, hi everybody. And publish. And if you want to share on Google Plus and get into all that, you can. I'm not huge with the social network, so and that will probably change after this class. But I really don't like sharing everything through Google Plus. And you can see in my post, there it is, hello world. So if I ever wanted to edit this, I can always go in and edit and add to it or change it. But if you click view blog, you'll see here is my blog. You can see the web address, davemazurphotography.blogspot.com, and we have hello world and hi everybody. And if you wanted to comment, you can comment right back and say, hey Dave. Whoops. Sorry, it's been a long day at work. And publish. And I'm sorry, I did that really fast, but you can see that you can comment as various logins. And typically it'll ask you to use your Google ID. I guess these other ones here are just other ways of posting, and I guess you can do it anonymously if you want to. But with my students, I like to see who posted on what. So like I said, if I ever wanted to go back and edit this, I would have to be in the Blogger page. And you can see my blogs. This is the one I created. If I wanted to do a new blog, it would add to this list. But if I wanted to just do a new post on this blog, I would just click here, do a new post, and journal number 2 or whatever. But if I wanted to edit, you can see posts. You can see the activity of today already. Posts. And hello world, if I click on it, it will bring me right here. If I want to add maybe an image, and let's choose a file. Sorry, my computer's a little slow. I know it's a lot to take in, but this is all the basic stuff. And I will just go to my desktop, and we don't want something from wedding projects. There I am. Open, and I can stick my ugly mug right next to hi everybody. What's cool about this is when you add a photo and you click it, it adds the ability to go at various sizes. That's a little much. That's okay, maybe size it down a little, and with the customization of how the lettering stretches around, if you want it more to the right, left, or center. And you can see if I bring this down, oops. Sorry. I just type like that. Sorry, that's a little silly. But now when I do this, you can see when I move the wording or the sizing, it will shift that text to move around, and especially if I want it more in the center or on the left, and it's saying where the photograph is going to go, obviously. Sorry about all that there, but anyway. So I'm going to go back and say hello world, because I deleted that before, and say update, because I'm not posting, I've already posted this. I'm updating the original post, and now when I view my blog, there I am. So I hope this was helpful about how to create the blog. There are many other areas to explore, like you said, but every time you go back into your apps, click Blogger, it will open you up into your overview. If you have created multiple blogs, it will list all of the blogs you create. But don't get confused with creating a new blog and a new post. Have a good day.